হ্যালো অ্যান্ড ওয়েলকাম টু মাই ইউটিউব চ্যানেল লিটারি অ্যালকোভ। আজকের এই ভিডিওতে আমি ওয়াল্টার ডেলামেয়ারের লেখা দ্য লিসেনার্স পোয়েমটি থেকে মাল্টিপল চয়েস কোয়েশ্চেন শেয়ার করব। তোমরা জানো এই চ্যানেলে আমি WBSLST ইংলিশ সাবজেক্টের যে সিলেবাস সেখান থেকে বিভিন্ন টেক্সটগুলো থেকে মাল্টিপল চয়েস কোয়েশ্চেন আনসার ডিসকাস করি। আজকের এই ভিডিওটিও খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট হতে চলেছে তোমাদের জন্য, তার কারণ এখানে দ্য লিসেনার্স পোয়েমটি থেকে 50 মোস্ট ইম্পর্টেন্ট কোয়েশ্চেন্স ডিসকাস করা হয়েছে। ভিডিওটি দুটো পার্টে হবে। প্রথম পার্টে থাকবে 25 কোয়েশ্চেন্স and in the next part I will discuss the remaining 25 questions. So I hope this video will help you in the upcoming MSc exam. আর আশা করছি তোমাদের প্রিপারেশন খুব ভালো চলছে, এক্সামের ডেটও পেয়ে গেছো, আর কোনো দেরি না করে, কোনো টাইম ওয়েস্ট না করে তোমরা পুরোদমে প্রিপারেশন নিতে থাকো। আর আমার চ্যানেলে বিভিন্ন এমসিকিউ ভিডিওগুলো যেগুলো আমি শেয়ার করেছি অলরেডি সেগুলো দেখতে থাকো। তো চলো এবার আমরা ভিডিওটি শুরু করি। কিন্তু তার আগে চ্যানেলে প্রথমবার এসে থাকলে চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও, বেল আইকনটি প্রেস করে দিও, যেন ভবিষ্যতে কোনো ভিডিও আপলোড করলে তোমরা তার নোটিফিকেশন পেয়ে যাও। So this is the poem The Listeners by ওয়াল্টার ডেলামেয়ার। তোমরা জানো এটা একটা সুপার ন্যাচারাল কবিতা যেখানে ঘোস্টলি অ্যাপিয়ারেন্সের কথা বলা হয়েছে, এবং ওয়াল্টার ডেলামেয়ার নিজেও এমন একজন পোয়েট ছিলেন যিনি সুপার ন্যাচারাল, ঘোস্টলি, স্পুকি ম্যাটেরিয়ালস তার কবিতায় ইনক্লুড করতে পছন্দ করতেন। তো এটা ছোট কবিতা, এখান থেকে টোটাল 50 কোয়েশ্চেন্স আছে, কিন্তু এই ভিডিওটাতে আমি 25 কোয়েশ্চেন্স নিয়ে ডিসকাস করব। In the next video we will talk about the other 25 questions. Please watch both the videos to get a wholesome knowledge about the poem. I hope these questions will help you in the upcoming exam. So let's start from question 1. The poem The Listeners begins with the question, is there anybody? Is anybody there? Is there anybody there? Is there anybody in the house? So the right answer would be, is there anybody there? You can find the answer in the first line of the poem. Next question, the poem was first published in the collection The Listeners and Other Poems, Collected Poems, The Listeners and Other Small Poems. The right answer would be The Listeners and Other Poems. Next question দেখো, the poem was first published in the year 1917, 1912, 1922, 1913. Right answer is 1912. Next question এ চলে যাব, what is the rhyme scheme of the poem? Rhyme scheme A A B B A B C B A B B A A B A B. So the right answer is A B C B. The even lines of the poem are rhymed and the odd lines are unrhymed. So A B C B is the right answer. Next, the speaker of the poem can be best described as, speaker ke amra kibhabe describe korte pari? An omniscient narrator, a semi-omniscient narrator, an unreliable narrator, a subjective narrator. Here the right answer would be a semi-omniscient narrator. Next, and he smote upon the door again. Here smote means to strike with force, to call loudly, to kick at the door, to break the door. So right answer is to strike with force. Next দেখো, in the silence champed the grasses. Here champed means chewing heavily, chewing noisily, hedonic eating, filled to excess, ruminate. সঠিক উত্তর কোনটা হবে? chewing noisily. Next, the capitalization of traveler indicates. You see the spelling of traveler, the first letter is capitalized. So what does it signify? The traveler has some unidentified mythic importance. The traveler is dead. The traveler is a legend. The traveler is a ghost. So here the right option would be, the traveler has some unidentified and mythic importance. Option B, would be the right, option A would be the right option. We will move to the next question. What happened when the traveler knocked on the door the first time? The forest was engulfed by silence. His horse stopped chewing the grass. A bird flew up from the turret of the house. The traveler became worried. Here, the right option would be option C. A bird flew up from the turret of the house. Okay, we will move to the next question. Question number 10. The events in the poem can be interpreted as menacing and horrific, tense and melancholy, mysterious and unexplained, sinister and gory. If you see all the words here, we can easily find the right answer. Option C, mysterious and unexplained, would be the correct option. Next, the silence and loneliness of the poem is disrupted again and again by horses jumping, the birds sudden flying up, the constant knocking of the traveler, the movement of the phantoms. You see, all this movement, the horses jumping and the birds sudden flying up, all kind of broke the silence. But here, the important phrase is again and again. When you say that again and again the silence was disrupted, then the correct option would be the constant knocking of the traveler. Okay, with that we'll move to the next question. Which of the following is not true about the structure on which the traveler is knocking? It is in the woods, it is out in the woods, it has a big tower, it is in a dilapidated house, dilapidated condition, it is like a medieval castle. Here the right option would be it has a big tower. You know, there is a tower. The turret means tower, but small tower. But here in the option says big tower. So this is the correct option here. Next, question number 13. The listeners can be said to be a dash poem. Spectral, enigmatic, amorous, retaliative. So here the right option would be spectral. স্পেকট্রাল কথার অর্থ ভৌতিক। ওকে, তো ভিডিওটি যদি তোমাদের ভালো লেগে থাকে তাহলে অবশ্যই এটাকে লাইক করো এবং চ্যানেলটিকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করে দিও, বেল আইকনটি প্রেস করে দিও, তাহলে সমস্ত আপডেটস তোমরা সঙ্গে সঙ্গে পেয়ে যাবে। Next question. In the poem, the forest ferny floor suggests that option A, the surrounding is less traveled by, the environment is covered with plants, the place is not industrialized, all of the above. So here the correct option would be all of the above, because all three options are correct about this line. Okay, next question. How did the bird greet when the traveler knocked at the door? By peeping out of the turret, by moving out of the turret, by flying out of the turret, by staying motionless in the turret. So here the correct option would be option C, by flying out of the turret. Next, we will move to the next question. If you want more videos like this, then please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. What figure of speech is found in the expression forest ferny floor? Alliteration, metaphor, ellipsis, repetition. So here the correct option would be alliteration. You know, there alliteration is very obvious here, but there might be another figure of speech, that is metaphor. So if alliteration is not there, then you can choose metaphor option. How metaphor is there? The surface or the ground is compared to a floor. Okay, next, What was the reaction of the traveler when he did not get any response from that house? He was nervous, he was angry, he was puzzled, he was desperate. So the right option is he was puzzled. Okay. Next question, how many living beings are mentioned in the poem? How many? 2, 3, 1, none. So there is the traveler obviously, and there is the horse and the bird. So option B, 3 is the correct option. Next, why did the traveler go to the lone house? What was the purpose of visiting the lone house? To join the phantoms in the house, to take shelter, to keep a promise, to seek food. Here, the right option would be to keep a promise. At the end of the poem, the traveler said to the listener that tell them that I came here, tell them that I have kept my words. Okay, so option C would be the right option. Next, why was the knocking of the traveler not answered? Because the inmates were sleeping, because there was none in the house, because there were only spirits in the house, because the inmates couldn't hear the knocking. Again, option C would be the correct option, because there were only spirits in the house. Okay. Next question, how does the poet begins the narrative of the poem? In medias res, with exposition, with the proposition, with invocation. These are the techniques of beginning a narrative. In medias res means in the middle of the scene. So obviously the poem begins in the middle, without any introduction, without any background information. Okay, so medias res would be the correct option. Next, how many stanzas are there in the poem? This tricky question. 5, 6, 8, none of the above. Okay, so none of the above would be the right option. I hope you are enjoying this video, so please like it and share it with your friends. The poem is written in one stanza or one block to keep the tension alive. Okay. What does the grey eyes of the traveler represent in the poem? Perplexity, impatience, anger, indifference. So here the right option would be perplexity. What does the phrase leaf fringed shield suggest? Vines had covered the bottom of the window. The curtain of the window has pattern of leaves. Vines had been placed on the window sill. The window sill has fallen on the ground full of dry leaves. So option A would be the right answer. The bottom of the window is covered by vines. Okay, we will move to the last question of this video. What were the phantom listeners doing as they listened to the human voice of the traveler? They stood in the moonlit silence. They started to move silently. They were disturbed by the presence of a human. They greeted the traveler. So here option A would be the right answer. They stood in the moonlit silence. These were the first 25 questions from the poem The Listeners. I hope you have enjoyed the video. I hope these questions will help you in the upcoming exam. In the next video, we will discuss the remaining 25 questions. I will probably upload it tomorrow. So keep an eye on this channel and subscribe this channel, press the bell icon, share it with your friends. Another important thing, তোমাদের জন্য একটা টেলিগ্রাম চ্যানেল করা হয়েছে যেখানে রোজ আমি মক টেস্ট নিয়ে থাকি এবং কমপ্লিটলি ফ্রিতে উইদাউট এনি কস্ট তোমরা রোজ মক টেস্ট দিতে পারবে। টেলিগ্রামে লিঙ্কটি এই চ্যানেলের ডেসক্রিপশন বক্সে তুমি পেয়ে যাবে, অ্যাবাউট সেকশনে পেয়ে যাবে এবং আমি এই ভিডিওর ডেসক্রিপশন বক্সেও চ্যানেলের লিঙ্কটা দিয়ে দেবো। তো প্রত্যেকে তোমরা এই টেলিগ্রাম চ্যানেলটিতে জয়েন করো এবং মক টেস্টগুলো দিতে থাকো। থ্যাংক ইউ ফর ওয়াচিং দ্য ভিডিও। We will see you in the next video.